So look, one of the other things that I'm always kind of conscious of when you come to any gathering of investors is that there's, without being condescending, there tends to be smart money and not so smart money. And the not so smart money always tends to be chasing what's in the media. And it's the next new thing, whatever, artificial intelligence 1 year, or cannabis last year, or crypto the year before that. And yet, whenever I talk to the investors that are really making money, they're never talking about that stuff. They're always looking at things behind. I get the sense that you're plugged into quite a lot of smart money around the world.
I think that there are,
that
for me, it's maybe a different way of looking at it. I don't look about smart money or non-smart money. I look about learned investors, professional investors, and non-professional investors.
That's true.
And I think, if you remember the old prospectus of investment bankers, there's a disclaimer that you should sign that you are capable of making this investment, you've looked at all the information, you are a qualified investor. Otherwise, you're not allowed to look into that investment. This issue of being a qualified investor is what I think today's market is lack, because anybody who has some savings or some money goes to a social gathering, hears his neighbor, his friend talk about something they have done, or reads in the newspaper and then hears of this opportunity. And you're right, they go after what they have seen without learning enough about it. It's like, if it succeeded for somebody else, it will succeed for me.
And the barriers to entry are so low, whereas when I started building companies 20 years ago, IT systems, I was spending $200,000-300,000 on an IT system that today I can get for free, and it's 100 times better. And so now I see angel investors coming in with writing $10,000 checks, and that's pretty much open to any middle market manager who wants something interesting to talk about.
And also, in the good old days, I have enough white hair to talk about the good old days.
You have the advantage over me.
It was difficult to get investor money. Raising equity was not an easy thing to do. And you had specific sources for equity. Today, everybody's an investor. And because of the hype, because of as you mentioned, the small barrier to entry, the ticket item has become very small, and because they think it's an easy way to supplement their income. On the other hand, also you have very low barriers to become an entrepreneur. People sometimes do not pursue enough educational foundation and decide to go early on to set up their own company. Because they read about somebody who started in a garage and decide they can do the same. Or they leave jobs, well-paying jobs, say, oh, I'm not going to be an employee, I'm not going to take this hierarchy in a company, or this bureaucracy, or this management style, I want to be my own boss. So on both sides, I think there has been a shift away from, again, fundamentals. And that we should go back to fundamentals. And,
I definitely agree. It's something I've been saying for a while, and I think the media has glamorized entrepreneurs to a point where a lot of people are going, I want to be an entrepreneur, without understanding the fundamental and just how painful it is when it goes wrong, as we can both attest.
I think I remember the business class we used to have, and we used to aspire to put a manager or a vice president or a president or whatever. Now everybody has founder, co-founder. So the aspiration is to have that title. I'm a co-founder or I'm a founder, rather than going up the ladder step by step.